in less than 1 hour. 9 beauties and 9 geeks will make this mansion home. Many have walked through its doors in search of change. If these rooms could speak,
I am not unintelligent.
They'd tell tales of strength and weakness.
I can't even look at you.
My life is completely different.
Amazing transformations. And a group of beauties and geeks who could not have been more different.
Boom shakalaka!
I really love the optimism in Star Trek.
Why?
What's the date of D-Day?
1942.
Is it? 1942 is when Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
And yet, they managed to affect each other in ways that no one would have predicted.
My life is completely different because of this experience.
I'm beginning to see that there's more to these girls than just fashion and lipstick. They're smart.
I just realized like how superficial girls that look like us can treat guys who look like some of them. And that all these guys are like some of the greatest guys I've ever met.
Now, the time has come for a new chapter in the Beauty and the Geek saga. Tonight, we'll kick off our biggest season ever. It's our 2-hour premiere. In less than 1 hour, our new cast moves into the mansion and learns the game has changed forever.
The experiment has evolved.
But first, to find these lucky few, we traveled across the country to meet thousands of possible candidates. You'll see some of the geekiest geeks.
And then I do the dance.
Did I tell you how awesome I am?
And some of the hottest beauties.
Woo!
Which is closer to Earth, the moon or the sun?
The sun? The sun's bigger.
The sun.
Isn't the moon and the sun the same thing?
But only the very best will be moving in. Helping to find the new cast was last season's love connection, Nate and Jenny Lee.
Jumped out of the window.
You're not a geek.
You are a beauty.
Thanks.
We set out in different directions across our 50 states, leaving no stone unturned, searching every corner of our country in our quest to bring you the best beauties and geeks ever. Nate and Jenny Lee kick things off.
We're in Boston, Massachusetts. We're searching for the next Beauty and the Geek.
Boston was a natural stop for Nate and Jenny Lee. After all, it is home to Harvard and MIT, churning out geeks by the gigaflop, and giving us cast members like Richard.
Hello, ladies.
And of course, Nate himself.
I have this theory that since I've never worn deodorant, I don't need it. So every once in a while, people will say like you stink, but for the most part, no.
Nate and Jenny Lee were ready to get to know Boston's beauties and geeks a little better. And what better way to start than with Dave, who calls himself a LARPer.
What is LARPing, or could you?
LARPing is an acronym that stands for live action role playing. It's very similar to Dungeons and Dragons, except it's in real life.
Indulgent, brotherhood, brutality, possession.
Who wrote Hamlet?
Hamlet? What is that, poetry? No, I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Do you think you can say the presidents backwards?
I can say the presidents backwards, Nate. Okay. George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George Bush, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Lyndon Johnson, John F. Kennedy.
They say, at MIT, the odds are good, but the goods are odd. so.
What would you say the sexiest thing about you is?
I think confidence is really sexy. So that's why I had at first I had no boobs because it's such a you know what I mean? So that's why I had to get them, so.
They're huge.
I love them.
Do you have fun with those things?
I do. I definitely, you know what? It's definitely better to be a blonde and it's definitely better to have bigger boobs. I can honestly say that.
It's a lot more fun, right?
Definitely. I enjoy it.
Do you know who won the Civil War?
Who is that between?
I make dolls of captains of industry. This is Lee Iacocca. My cars aren't so good, but I'm cool. Jack Welch, former CEO of GE. My wife is half my age and she's hot. So He has attitude, this one.
Harry S. Truman, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Herbert Hoover, Calvin Coolidge.
You know what word memo is short for?
What word memo is short for? And as a journalism major, I should know this, right? Yeah, no.
James Monroe, James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, George Washington.
Woo! That was so hot. Have you ever considered saying that in bed?
While Nate and Jenny Lee were busy in Boston, plenty of beauties who couldn't make it to the auditions were submitting home tapes for our consideration.
This is me in my snowboarding gear. I make sure I'm strapped in and I'm ready to hit the slopes.
Paw, lay down. If I could teach a dog how to do that, I could teach a geek how to be cool.
Good boy, Tiny, good boy. And this right here is my diet plan. So I put it right smack dab in front of my refrigerator. So every time before I open up my refrigerator, I get on my scale to see what I should eat.
If I make it on Beauty and the Geek, one thing I definitely plan to bring with me is my shoe collection.
Go beauties! Yeah!
It was time to start my own cross-country trek meeting beauties and geeks, which brought me to
Washington, D.C.
From White House galas to presidential mistresses, Washington, D.C. is no stranger to beautiful women. But many geeks have called our capital home as well, like Payao of Season 3.
I put a lot of effort into the sketch, actually. I mean, even though it's only one boob, it's a boob drawn with love.
So, why do you think you're a geek?
I have about 10,000 comic books in my walk-in closet. I kind of don't have room for clothes.
From a very young age, I knew I was a geek. Once everyone stopped reading Spider-Man comics, I was like, wait a minute, guys, I'm gonna see where this goes. I'm gonna stick with this for a while.
Who won the Civil War?
We did.
Who's we?
The United States, we won everything. We won all the wars.
What animal is the symbol of the Democratic Party?
A bird? I don't.
What type of bird?
Big bird.
Big bird. What are you an expert at?
Being pretty.
You built a computer a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, from parts. It's something I haven't done before, but a number of my friends have, and it's not actually all that complicated.
I heard on the radio it was like a week special unlimited tanning. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this out. And then after about 3 times, I started realizing the front of my body was lighter than the back of my body. And when I went in again, I realized you could close the tanning bed.
What do you think a beauty could teach you?
Well, I tend to be a little loud, sort of overbearing, overeager. Honestly, it's an interesting flip side from what you normally think of a geek as incredibly introverted. I can overdo countering that. Really loud and a little obnoxious and sort of impossible to overlook, ever. And sometimes it's useful to be sort of quiet in the background, but it's not exactly a skill I'm good at.
What do you think you could teach a geek?
How to be outgoing and how to have fun and how to be comfortable in your own skin. Because even though they're a geek, I think, you shouldn't change them completely. I think they're probably still a beauty on the inside.
Coming up, I meet beauties and geeks in the Windy City, and Nate and Jenny Lee head to Raleigh, North Carolina.
What is your IQ?
Slightly over, not too dumb.
And within the hour, the new cast moves into the mansion, and we reveal the biggest twist in Beauty and the Geek history.
I knew it! The experiment has evolved. What makes a geek a geek?
I think being a geek is more about being socially awkward than being smart.
They're weird.
No athletic ability whatsoever.
Lack of style.
Some do it glasses and wears his trousers up to his chest.
We're in North
We're in the Raleigh-Durham section of North Carolina.
Known locally as the Brainy Research Triangle, this area has the most PhDs per capita in the entire United States.
What's your favorite board game?
Oh, Risk.
Risk?
Risk, yes. Risk is awesome.
I actually founded a pseudo fraternity called Sci-Fi. It's not a real fraternity. Yeah, get it?
Hey, babe, you're gorgeous. What's your name?
My name's Natalie.
When was the last
that's
time you
okay.
kissed a boy?
Last time I kissed a boy? Let's not say that one.
Some buddies of mine end up getting together. We end up over at my place.
Yeah.
We end up getting like it's most awesome when you get like six people going at it.
And aren't afraid to play all night. Like it
Oh,
takes a long
absolutely,
time.
do. We end up starting like at 10 o'clock at night, and we end up finishing up at about 5.
That's awesome.
We're talking about this all day.
What's your name?
I'm Chris, aka Crazy C. I play table tennis.
Table tennis.
Table tennis.
Is otherwise known as ping pong.
Not to me.
What do you like in a guy?
Money.
Oh.
And what are you doing right now?
Computer science, software engineering. It's technology known as Ajax. You've used Gmail, it's all cool, everything jazzy. It uses Ajax, which uses JavaScript and PHP and Ruby on Rails, all those fancy things that you can make billions of dollars on.
Wow.
What is your IQ?
2.5.
Slightly over, not too dumb.
Slightly over, not too dumb. All right.
Slightly over, not too dumb. What is your favorite part of your body?
Does my shoes count?
Right? No, not at all. They're cute though.
You've probably seen Forrest Gump before, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's one of my heroes. He's not a real person, though, unfortunately.
What is a corsage?
A tight body thing they wore in the Middle Ages.
Okay.
Do you think you could ever date a girl who insisted on referring to table tennis as ping pong?
I think I could teach her to say table tennis.
What if she just wouldn't say it? She's like, either if we're gonna be together, I'm gonna say ping pong every day.
That's a tough choice.
Really? So you want a hot guy?
Like that dirty, scruffy.
Really? Oh. I've been called both of those things. So does that, am I hot? Shoot it to me straight. Shoot it to me straight.
I haven't seen your body.
Okay.
You have to have a nice body. Yeah, I think you just flunked the hot test.
I flunked it? Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
While Nate and Jenny Lee were busy in Raleigh, I was looking to meet potential cast members in
Chicago has always been a hotspot for beauties and geeks.
The Windy City has been home to plenty of past cast members, including Joe.
I got a crazy idea. Let's try like grabbing your ankles or something. It'll just be crazy.
And Carl.
I'm a scientist. I work in cell and molecular physiology, and like my typical Friday night is playing some Dungeons and Dragons with my buddies.
So I've got Joe and Carl from season 2. You guys are veterans of the show. What should we be looking for today?
I want to see somebody who can beat Super Mario Brothers in 4 minutes.
And I think we need some chess players, more chess players, and beautiful women.
And if anyone knows the transformational benefits of Beauty and the Geek, it's Joe and Carl. Chicago was bursting with hopefuls, all vying for a ticket to the Beauty and the Geek mansion. Up first, the very analytical Joshua.
Have a seat. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I did some work with cosmic microwave background polarization, and one project involving looking for type 2 quasars in the Sloan Digital Sky Survey. And my main hobby throughout all of this has been playing chess, various tournaments, and composing chess problems.
Who is the current vice president?
Oh, are you kidding me? Pass.
What's closer to the Earth, the moon or the sun?
They're both equal.
What are the 3 branches of the U.S. government?
There's branches?
And Chicago proved to have many more beauties and geeks to offer.
Who was the first person to land on the moon?
Buzz Aldrin? It's an Armstrong guy. The guy with Mr. Armstrong.
Mr. Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
Got it. When was the last time you kissed a girl?
Oh, jeez. I don't think it's... I mean, I think I've been kissed. I guess... Well, there was one incident back in January with a woman.
An incident?
Well, I mean, I guess you could call it a mini makeout session, but I mean, it was just a kiss, except I don't know if it really meant anything to her. I mean, she initiated it, but she's someone who I've never managed to understand, so I think that night I had a good cry.
How many stripes on the U.S. flag?
52.
How many stars?
8.
Give me a word that rhymes with orange.
Orange.
Morange? What is the definition of morange?
More oranges. Please.
What do you think the sexiest part of a woman's body is?
I don't know.
Come on. Any ideas?
I'll be honest, I mean, I like a really cute face, but I mean, that's really all I'm seeing lately, so.
What do you look for in a girl?
Nice smile, really kind. If they can solve a partial differential equation, that's a really big plus.
What's the last book that you read?
Oh, the last book? Well, since I've been in school, I haven't been reading because I've been having to study a lot.
What's coming next?
Coming up, while I hit the sunny West Coast to find out what LA has to offer.
You have a girlfriend?
No, are you kidding me?
Nate and Jenny Lee hit a brick wall looking for beauties and geeks in Littlerock. And just around the corner, our new cast arrives at the mansion, and the game changes forever.
There's one more thing that you should know. What makes a beauty a beauty?
There's like a long blonde, 5'11" model type, about 120 pounds. That's what people think are beautiful.
They're fun to look at, but you know damn well you're not taking them home.
Blonde, not so smart, they don't really have any common sense.
Beauty can be right from your face, maybe your head, your hair, your eyes, your lips, your nose.
Are you hitting on me?
We're in Littlerock, Arkansas.
Nate and Jenny Lee swung into Littlerock with high hopes. While not your typical breeding ground for beauties and geeks, we were leaving no stone unturned. However, Littlerock may have been a stone too far.
Not a big line, but it's a gorgeous day.
Sure is.
Just when all hope seemed lost, in walked Shay.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good.
Good, how are you?
Please have a seat.
I'm wonderful.
What's your name?
Shalandra Champ, but most people call me Shay.
Okay. What do you do?
Currently a cocktail server at Juanita's on Main Street.
Why do you want to be on Beauty and the Geek?
Well, I think I'm kind of cute. My mouth just kind of gets me into trouble, probably. That's probably, to be honest with you. And sometimes people take it as rude, and I'm really not, but it's just like, please don't ask my opinion if you just want me to fluff it up for you, because I'm not.
Cool. Well, so I'm in charge of all things geeky here, so I'm gonna ask you some geeky questions.
Okay, I'm listening.
In the equation E equals MC squared, what does the E stand for?
Okay, let me tell you something, sweetie. Me and math, we don't get along at all.
After Shay, Arkansas began showing its geekier side.
Thank you.
You have an old school Nintendo machine.
Sort of, yeah. It's actually a machine I took apart and put a computer in so that I could hook it up to my TV.
Sweet.
I gutted the machine, cut out some parts underneath, and so that I could fit a small motherboard into it.
So, what's up with the socks with the sandals? Because doesn't that defeat the purpose of both the sock and the sandal?
Sort of.
Jenny Lee, is that a fashionable thing to do, to wear socks and sandals?
I've been told it's not. I don't know.
Do I need to answer that question?
No, you don't.
Suddenly, Littlerock seemed to come alive with beauties and geeks.
What is your IQ?
I don't know. I have like a 3-point, be average.
What about your love life?
My love life doesn't really exist. I'm already over halfway to being the 40-year-old virgin, so.
And who wrote Beethoven's Fifth?
Was it Gorskarsky? No. Mozart.
If there's one thing that separates the beauties from the geeks, it's their ability to dance.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about a girl. She's gonna make you change the world. I'm gonna tell you about a girl. She's gonna make you change your mind. We really got it going on.
I'm hoping to find some beauties and geeks in... LA is home to such memorable beauties as Marilyn Monroe, Tyra Banks, and our very own Cecile from season 3.
What are your favorite type of girls?
Girls like you are my favorite type of girls.
There's also plenty of geeks that call Los Angeles home, and it's here that we bumped into Tyson from season 2.
So you're, maybe one of the most beloved people who have ever been on Beauty and the Geek. You didn't bring the Rubik's Cube. Well, there it is.
I hold the world record for solving this blindfolded, so if you I'll let you.
This is something that anyone can learn as you
No, it's not. This is not something that anyone can learn.
There it is. But,
do you think that there are a lot of geeks in LA?
They're everywhere. What can you do about them?
You can quarantine them?
Do or do not. There is no try.
Have you ever gone out with a geek?
No.
Well, oh, come on. Why not?
Because I like sports, and I need a guy that can keep up and handle this.
Yeah. Why should you be on the show?
It's obvious.
And scene. We've got it. We've got our next girl moving right there. All right, very well played.
I like doing science a lot. I'm really interested in polymer physics.
Now, do you have a girlfriend?
No, are you kidding me?
Why don't you have a girlfriend?
Why? I just like math makes me very excited.
Do you guys know what your IQ is?
I'd be this much.
That's your intelligence, is this much? That's fair.
No idea.
Andre, you are sitting next to a bunch of Smurfs.
I am.
That's not normal.
No, it's not, but you know.
What are the first 6 words of the Gettysburg Address?
Huh. I don't know.
Here.
Yeah.
Who gave the Gettysburg Address?
I don't know.
Where was it given?
I don't know.
So now tell me about your dating life.
I've not been on a date ever.
So you've never kissed a girl?
No.
Have you ever tried?
No.
Okay.
We're never been on a date. I figure I'll work up to that.
What's your favorite subject?
Oh, I like foreign languages.
Really? Do you speak a foreign language?
No, but I tell people I do. Because I say, or they're like, hey, what's your ethnicity? And I'm like, oh, I'm half black and half French, because I am. And they're like, oh, can you speak French? And I'm like, yeah. But then I just walk away because I don't want them to ask me, well, what do you know? Because I don't know any French at all.
Do you know what your IQ is?
I took an IQ test during the ADD test. I didn't get the results back.
How'd you feel like you did on the IQ test?
I didn't even know they were giving one. So I don't...
That might not bode well. What part of a female's body is the most sensitive?
Feet? I don't know.
Who was the first person to land on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
What did he say?
Yay, America? I don't know.
It's like you were there.
Golly, Brady, we gotta find some Smurf berries. And then he would just be like,
Clumsy, clumsy, clumsy. If you read Brainy Smurf's volume 17 of How to Pick Smurf Berries, you would clearly Smurf that.
and then, you know, someone throw him out the village.
What about dating? What about women?
I'm very unsuccessful when it comes to women. I'm a virgin. I've never had a girlfriend. I haven't had a date in 5 years. I've been on a couple of dates, but never more than a first date ever.
Coming up, we'll hit our final city, Las Vegas, to see if we can get lucky.
Would you marry for money?
Well, it depends on how long he'd live.
All right.
And in minutes, see who walks through this door.
We have changed one variable.
And changes everything you think you know about Beauty and the Geek. Sin City. Well, we had no doubt there'd be plenty of beauties to choose from, and I do mean plenty. The real question, were there any geeks in Vegas?
Do you think there's any chance at all that we're gonna find some geeks here? Or will we only find beauties?
Well, we found one.
Yeah.
But would there be more? Nate and Jenny Lee were going to find out.
Hi.
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 Have a
How's it going?
seat.
How are you guys?
Good, how you doing?
Good. What's your name?
Summer.
How old are you?
21.
What 3 things would you want to take with you if you were going to be stranded on a desert island?
A swimsuit?
Really? A swimsuit?
Yeah.
Because there'd be nobody else on the island.
Oh, okay. A guy.
Would you still need the swimsuit then?
No, no swimsuit. You don't need that. No, I'm joking.
What is your IQ?
Like 7, maybe?
All right, that was great.
Thank you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye.
Would you marry for money?
Oh, well, it depends on how long he'd live.
Right? Where do you meet men?
I go to male strip clubs.
Do you go to a male show?
Yeah, I have. I've done that and been there some down under.
Oh, yeah, they called me to be in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was busy.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
School.
They travel a lot, too.
Yeah, exactly. Don't have the time. If north is to your right, could you point to the west?
Left. No, north is to the right, and it would be up.
Who wrote Beethoven's 5th Symphony?
I don't know him. I don't know that. I don't read books, sorry. I just read magazines.
Great.
As the day wore on, the beauties poured in, but still no geeks. This was no laughing matter. With one interview to go, we wondered, were there any geeks in Vegas? The suspense was killing us. Would a geek walk through that door? Nope.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Las Vegas was definitely a beauty town. But there were still plenty of geeks from across the country submitting home tapes for our viewing pleasure.
Greetings. My name is Jesse Erie, and I would like to audition to be on Beauty and the Geek. I'd like to give you the rare chance to see a geek's natural habitat. Let's begin, shall we?
And off we go.
I've just got insane hand-eye coordination. I can just do this for days on end.
Robot Force is a simulated NASA space station, complete with adjustable airlock doors and rotating solar panel.
When was your last date?
It was 3 weeks ago.
Booyah! It's my second date ever.
And my name is Dustin. Hi. My brother is Albert Ty. We're the Ty Brothers.
Playing D&D tonight. It's better than sex. David Schwimmer, you are a winner. Awesome. Jesse the Enterprise. One to beam up. Yes, I have done that in public before.
Coming up, it's finally time to unveil the new cast. See if your favorites make it to the mansion. And watch what happens when they see who walks through this door.
There's one more thing that you should know.
Right after this. After thousands of submissions and dozens of cities, we chose the very best beauties and geeks, a group who will challenge each other in ways they've never imagined. We're ready to surprise our new cast with the good news.
How are you?
Good.
I don't want to interrupt lunch, but I have news for you.
What?
You're on the show. You
Shut
made it.
up! Are you serious?
I am serious.
Nuh-uh. Oh my God, I'm so excited. For sure.
You can
for
get
sure.
up. You can.
Okay,
you don't
'cause
have
that's
to.
what I want to do. How do you know? Like, who did you talk to?
I know people.
It's like a dream come true.
You're on the show. You're on the show. You're gonna be on the show.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
You're gonna be on Beauty and the Geek.
Woo!
Nice. It's you, a mansion, a bunch of beautiful girls.
Awesome.
You, the goggles, the rubber bands.
Awesome. Get out. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I don't even know what to think. I want to cry.
Are you serious?
You're on the show.
I'm trying to think of it. Yay, I guess.
It's not the easiest part of the job.
Hell, my heart's jumping. It is like that.
You're gonna be on the show. Come on, get up.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
I'm thinking this is just gonna be the most ridiculous summer I've ever had.
And here is your season 4 cast. 9 beauties. Natalie, Holly, Erin, Rebecca, Shay, Katie, Jasmine, Jen, and Amanda. 9 geeks. Tony,
Oh yeah.
William, Luke, Josh, Jesse, Dave, John, Will, and of course, Joshua. Handpicked from across the nation, selected from a pool of thousands. The most gorgeous beauties and the brainiest geeks move into the mansion right now.
My name is Luke. I study robotics at Ohio State. It's really hard for me to say really much anything to a girl I have feelings for. I get really, really tense, nervous, and I can't. I'm sorry.
My biggest hobby probably is LARPing, which is an acronym that stands for live action role playing. In a very recent game, I even played the demon Lord Malgosh. I, Lord Malgosh, cast the spell of eternal doom at you!
And the bell curve, I'm easily 3 standard deviations above the mean. I mean, just way up, and that's, the top 0.015% of the population.
My preferred choice of escape is probably reading. As part of a healthy diet, I consume several books a week.
I'm 25 years old. Unfortunately, I do not have a sexual history. I've been around women, but I haven't always known how to react. I think my mother wants me to learn how to get a woman, given that she contacts me every week and asks me if I've met anyone.
The distance that I need to go from where I am now to having an actual relationship is almost like a moving man from the Earth to Mars.
When I see or when I want to talk to a beautiful woman, my tummy starts hurting a little bit. I can definitely feel the sweat dripping down from my axillary region.
You might think you know how to approach a woman or how she's going to respond, but really it's kind of like an analog circuit where there's just a whole lot of parameters that are changing. You don't really know what's going to happen, so you kind of just have to, set up some trim circuits to make it work.
I'm 25, and I still live at home with my parents. If I had the opportunity to actually bring a girl back to my house, I would just explain to her that these were my roommates, and for fun, I like to call them Mom and Dad.
Hey guys.
Hey Mike, how are you?
Welcome to Beauty and the Geek.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, how are you guys feeling?
Great.
Good. Great? Nervous? Are you nervous? Now, what are you most nervous about?
The girls.
The girls? Well, there's nothing to be nervous about. There is. I'm not gonna lie to you. They are 9 of the most incredible looking girls you've ever seen in your life. Wow. Well, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Come on inside.
All right.
is Amanda, and my life goal is to be a Playboy centerfold.
I have paid some geeks to do my homework. I've invested a good amount of money in geeks. Blondes definitely have more fun. I know this because I once dyed my hair brown, and no one looked at me. I didn't get any attention. It was just like I was a regular person.
I really don't care what's going on in the world. Pretty much what's going on in my own life is what's more important to me.
You could have all the brains in the world, but if you don't know how to dress and present yourself, sweetheart, you are just a lost cause.
My name is Jen, and my main goal in life is to have fun and help animals.
If I had to say something about politics, it would be they should take out a lot of those big words they use and just sum it down to like one sentence. And I think that they just throw in a bunch of stuff just to confuse people.
We really got it going on.
My name is Jasmine, and I babysit. I did go to college. I went to Columbus State for 2 years, or a year, I don't remember.
We really got it going on.
I just recently got a boob job. I do feel like it was an investment because over my lifetime, all the drinks that I'll have bought for me because I have boobs will probably pay for the boob job.
We really got it going on.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How you guys feeling?
Great.
Good. You look great. Gentlemen, come on out. Well, on the balcony above you guys stand 9 exceptional, brilliant men. And guys, believe me when I tell you that on the steps below stand 9 exceptionally beautiful women. Each of you has something to offer the other. That's why you're all here today, to grow, to become a more complete person. Now, during your stay, you will face a series of challenges that will test how much you're actually growing. The team that manages the biggest change together will get a life-changing prize. $250,000. Yeah! That's a lot of money. Are you guys ready to meet each other?
Yes!
All right, well, here's how it's gonna work. Guys, you're gonna head to the study. Ladies, you will go to the den. One by one, each group will send someone to the other room to introduce themselves. While you're there, you'll get to show off what you think is your greatest talent. Now, this is your chance to make a great first impression. You ready?
Yes!
All right, then let the transformation begin.
Oh my gosh, when I first saw the geeks, I was like, oh, like they were so cute. They're so like nerdy.
When I first saw the girls walk by, there was kind of like a brightness, just a glow emanating from them. Just like the smiles and like all the skin. Staggering.
I think that was the highlight of my day.
Did you see them with a butt tie?
I don't see this many geeks together in a really long time. Like, I just don't go places where there's people that study.
It looks like a bunch of supermodels.
Just prior to meeting the beauties, I was feeling a form of nervous excitement, somewhat akin to, I imagine, jumping out of an airplane.
How do we decide who's going first?
We did, yeah, exactly. Like all
right, then I got 3.
Yeah, we kind of all prepared to introduce ourselves. I think we picked this, who wanted to go second first. No one wanted to go first, but everyone wanted to kind of get in there early and make their impression.
I'll go first then. All right. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Go well.
I have to admit, it was a little sort of, what am I getting myself into? What am I going to see behind this curtain? So there was a bit of, okay, here we go. Once more into the breach, dear friends.
Coming up, our beauties and geeks finally meet.
Hi, everybody.
As soon as he walked down, I was like, wow.
And just around the corner, the twist that will shock their world.
The experiment has evolved.
In order for there to be partners, everyone had to introduce themselves first.
Hi. My name is Will.
Hi, Will.
Pleasure to meet you all.
As soon as he walked down, I was like, wow. I didn't even know people like you exist, so it was amazing.
I am a fan and someone who composed, I suppose, a style of music called filk. It's primarily music of science fiction and fantasy. And I actually have a song to do for you. That guy from IT resurrects your PC with a boredom he barely suppresses. He war games through weekends, leads armies and legions, rich fantasy lives.
Wow.
My friend wrote that song and I thought it was very appropriate to how a lot of people like me feel.
So you want to be in a fantasy?
Honestly, sometimes, often, I wish I was. I think it would be more interesting.
Sometimes I think I'm in a fantasy world too.
I should go, so it was a pleasure to meet you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's sad for somebody to actually like say that they would rather live in like a comic book world than what's before them.
I can't believe he's only 23.
I know, and he's already losing his hair.
How was it?
Wow, they're really good looking.
Who's going next? Who's gonna go first?
You.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
All right, my name's Holly, and I work at Universal Studios. I play Betty Boop. Do you guys want to hear my Betty Boop voice?
Definitely.
Boop, boopy-doo.
It was like amazing. She was just like, oh, I'm gonna do my Betty Boop and then she did the Betty Boop and it actually was pretty good.
Crossing over to the beauties, I was carefully writing out a monologue in my head, so I knew exactly what to say.
Greetings and salutations, fair maidens. I am Sir Eric, a knight in service to my liege lord, Baron Felix von Ronheim. My name's David.
One guy that really impressed me was Dave. He's a LARPer.
Are you ready? Lay on.
Jasmine bested me in battle, though, to be fair, I did give her the longer sword.
My boobs cost $8,000, and I'm proud of that.
Hi.
My name's Amanda, and I'm from Warren, Ohio.
So when Amanda walked out there, her boobs were definitely out there.
My dream in life is to be a Playboy centerfold. And you guys can go and buy it.
I am a little bit nervous, which means if I got nervous easily, I'd be, it would be bad.
Hi.
Hello. I'm Josh.
When I first saw Josh, I thought he was the cutest one out of all the guys.
At Berkeley, we have a rubber band club. I'm president of the rubber band club.
Wow. Oh my God. You don't shoot at animals or anything like that, right?
No, other people.
So are there girls in this club?
There are very few girls in the club, and they don't stick around for too long. I'm hoping I don't have anything to do with that. Ready?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hello.
My name is Jen, and I'm big on exercise and being fit. I bench press 135, which is probably like as much as the last girl that came in here.
She can actually bench press more than I can, so that was a little bit scary for me.
I would consider myself the classic MIT student. Like, I love to walk through the halls and hear people talking about, you know, quantum mechanics. Hi, my name's John. I've been juggling since I was in 5th grade, and I took lessons from a local clown.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just the kid stuff. This is the fun stuff.
Can you teach us how to juggle?
Yes, I can.
Like now?
Well, yeah. So one of the things with juggling is that you have to toss both balls to equal heights. Don't pass this one across, that's the key. I wanted to kind of like stick my hand between her hands so to like block her from passing across, but I didn't want to like accidentally, you know, knock her or touch her too close. The key is to keep that second eye. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Rebecca. I go to school for massage therapy, and I would like to demonstrate if anybody would like to volunteer.
The one who stood out the best and most positive was Rebecca.
I'm really good with my hands.
Because she gave a very nice back rub. And yeah, so yeah. Yeah.
Are you relaxed?
Yeah. I definitely want to make the best impression possible because if I failed, they would see me as that, and that would maybe bring down my value as a potential partner. I joined a carnival a while back when I was 5 years ago.
William looked really nervous. He sounded really nervous. I bet he smelled really nervous.
Oh, wow.
Told him. Sometimes it's like a living thing, so it gets away from me sometimes.
Yikes.
Hey y'all, my name is Natalie. I work for Hooters. I've worked there for the last 3 years. I'm what you call, I guess, the ultimate Hooters girl. I'm in their calendar, playing cards, mouse pad, and on their commercials. My talent was to tie a cherry stem with my tongue.
It's one of those skills that it sounds really impressive because it translates as a dexterous tongue, and every guy in the room knows what that translates as.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm Joshua.
Joshua was like so nervous. Like I really felt he was gonna pass out. He was shaking and sweating profusely.
I moved out to Princeton for school in astrophysics, and when I got out there, I started dancing and singing.
So what type of dancing?
Just jumping around randomly to beats. So nothing particularly formal, but like...
That's how I dance too.
I'm often way too modest, or so I've been told. I ended up calling my mother so that she could talk me up. She's very excited and very proud of me.
It almost seems like he's like not even real. Josh would definitely look more geeky than the rest of them. Hi, you guys.
Hey.
Hi. My name is Shay. I like to sing, I like to dance, and I love to shop.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I really don't know. I guess you just have to get back with me in 5 years.
Hi. My name is Luke. The cool thing about that robots that use line following is that you can use them to like basically do anything.
If you could build a robot girl, would you build one?
No, I don't know. If I could design a robot woman, I definitely would. I mean, while it would be like very simple, I think it's kind of the
simple.
No. I'm saying the robot. No. I'm saying robot. For me, I find robots simple.
My name's Katie, and I have some really cool talents. Like I'm really good at finding Where's Waldo in Waldo's books and making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Hi, ladies. Hi. I'm Jesse, and I'm from Ohio. I'm a software engineer there.
So when you say software engineer, does that mean like computers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. I'm Erin, and I work at a salon in Chicago. Did you guys go to a salon to get your hair done at all?
My mom does my hair.
Really? Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Tony. I'm from Arkansas. I'm a biomedical engineer. I graduated from Johns Hopkins University. And the thing I wanted to teach you guys is how to tie a bow tie. And then you just pull it.
Yay! You can't help but to shine on to Tony. He's so sweet. So I think Tony's gonna be like a diamond in the rough.
Hi, guys. Hi. My name's Jasmine. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. And I was a cheerleader all throughout high school. And I was going to share a little bit with you today. It's time to meet this beauty and my geek. My name is Jasmine, and I'm here to stay. So if you suck, get out of my way.
Wow.
You like it?
Brilliant.
You loved it, right?
Loved it.
Jasmine just has a personality I so rarely deal with.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Bye.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
So, did everyone have a chance to meet the guys in the other room?
Yes.
Are you ready to pick teams?
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Oh my gosh.
When I found out that we weren't picking teams, yeah, I was just really surprised. Wow, what's next?
Are you ready to pick teams?
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
What? I was kind of disappointed when we couldn't pick partners. I just wanted to know who my geek was so bad.
Before you choose teammates, we want to give everyone a night to sleep on it. Together. This evening, you're all going to get to know each other much better under the stars at the first ever Beauty and the Geek slumber party.
Oh my gosh.
So the guys are going to meet you outside in just a minute. So I need you guys to explain all of this to them, and then I will see everyone tomorrow morning for your first challenge.
Wow. What is all this?
There was a surprise waiting for us in the back, which made all the geeks apprehensive.
The female of the species.
What are we saying?
I see it. We weren't sure what was going on next. I was really afraid.
Oh, they're over there?
Let's go for the meeting call with the girl. Shoe sale.
When the guys showed up, I don't know what was going on in their head. Probably like, oh, yay, finally we get to see these hot chicks.
Can I have everyone's attention? You guys are sleeping with us tonight. Outside.
The beauties told us that we were gonna have a slumber party in the cabanas. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, beauties and geeks, l'chaim. To life. I was definitely relieved when I found out we didn't have to choose partners immediately. There was just people having fun.
Why do you have this tape on your belt?
Oh, well, you never know when duct tape might be handy. But seriously, like, if a geek could be any inanimate object, it'd be duct tape.
Duct tape. You know what they say, duct tape is like the Force.
It has a light side and a dark side.
It binds the galaxy together.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna go get some food.
So how are you enjoying yourself so far? You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. These are like the geekiest of the geekiest people that I've ever seen and spoken with before in my life. Like I said, they're in their own worlds.
And just so you know, you look a lot like one of my ex-boyfriends.
Oh, is that good or bad?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Okay. Well,
That's good.
in an ideal world, I would have Katie as my teammate. I feel like I've been connecting and bonding with her more than the other girls.
We all decided to get in our swimsuits and get into the hot tub. The hot tub's kind of small, so everybody's on top of each other.
When I was in the hot tub, it was a little scary. When I looked around, I saw bellies and hair everywhere.
Josh and Joshua really need to shave their backs. It's like a forest back there.
You see on movies where you have a guy surrounded by beautiful women in a hot tub. That has never been me. I thought for sure then that I was going to be into one of the girls' cabanas.
We were all sitting in the jacuzzi, and then it got really late, and it was time to pick the cabanas.
So, like, the girls took 3 tents, so now the guys have to sleep 4 and 4.
Wait, and the girls, of course, are a little bit slower in math than the guys.
So we have 4 girls in that tent, 4 girls in this tent.
It's a challenge, because this is hard math, and I'm confused.
Holly is very flirty, and I was really excited to meet her because she seemed to want to have fun, and that's what I wanted.
Josh, where are you sleeping? Josh, they want you to sleep.
Oh, there you go, Josh. Do it. There you go. Josh.
Since Joshua was over there, I don't think that anybody was gonna invite him over. So we were like, just come over here with us, sweetie, just hop in the bed with us.
How do you feel right now to be in here with 3 ladies? You know?
I'm more surprised that you all called me in.
Well, I'm not gonna leave you behind, right?
Well, I think everyone else is trying to figure out their arrangement. To have the women want me is a relatively new experience. I mean, I do wonder why they want me. Maybe they think I'm pathetic and I need the most help, which may very well be true.
Can I put a bow on you? Let's do it.
Bow?
I asked, but I didn't wait for a response.
One of the original walkthroughs, one of the women who had particularly caught my eye was Amanda.
I want my kids to grow up and be like, not like I had the coolest mom or the prettiest mom or whatever, but oh my God, I'm so lucky that I have that mom.
It was nice sleeping next to Amanda. I felt happy and wanted, and dare I say desired.
Even though I was stuck sleeping in the dude's tent, this is easily the greatest night of my life. How could you ask for anything more than having a slumber party with 9 beautiful women?
Night, everybody! Night, tomboys!
Everything that has happened so far has been a complete surprise. Being pulled in to the cabana last night, it was definitely an unusual experience. It was nice to think that people actually wanted me around.
After we did the overnight in the cabana, like, we really didn't know anybody well enough to say that I didn't want to get paired up with that person. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I can learn from everybody.
How do you guys think we're gonna get picked, or how do you think we're gonna pick them?
I would rather not be the one to choose. It'd be much better if
I'd rather pick, personally.
How do we know who's gonna pick first? You don't know that. Oh yeah, we don't know.
As soon as we arrived, I expected to pick our partner. Didn't happen like that. I don't want any more surprises. Just give me my bed, tell me who my room is, and let's just start the competition.
When our first challenge came along, none of us knew what to expect. I was kind of excited for it because, I was ready to kind of get going and, jump into the thick of it.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Well, I know you guys didn't get a ton of rest, but hopefully you're a little bit rested because your first challenge starts right now.
No pressure, right?
No pressure. Now, this is all about personal growth, right? And becoming more than just a beauty or a geek. But in order to track that transformation, we kind of got to know where you guys start from. The girls will undergo an intellectual skills analysis. And the guys, a social skills analysis. The stakes of today's challenge are incredibly high, folks, because the winners will determine the course of this entire game. Do your best. I'll see you back at the mansion with the results. Good luck.
Hi, Will. I'm Dr. Debbie. Nice to meet you.
I didn't know what the challenge was going to be, but I suspected it might be some sort of baseline, like this is who we are to start out with.
So we're going to do a few exercises today. No judgments here. Don't think too much, just sort of go with your gut.
Okay.
Without thinking, draw your ideal woman. And try to pay attention. Do you like big eyes? Do you like pretty hair? Try to put in some features.
Yes, black would be optimal.
How come black is optimal?
It has most contrast with white.
Okay. Okay, so that's your ideal woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Yeah, and
no
maybe
legs, no breasts.
I mean, if they have some, if they don't, it's cool.
What's the significance of the breast size for you? This is Molly the mannequin, so you can get up. I want you to kiss her as if she were your grandmother. Just do it.
Sorry, I mean, I guess we'd end up hugging somehow, but I can't quite get a position on this.
Okay, greet her physically as if she were your girlfriend. Don't think, just do. Go for it.
I'd like to think we'd be hugging each other. I guess we can. This was awkward because whereas I have grandmothers and I've hugged them and whatnot, I've never really been in a relationship.
That's a lot like how you greeted your grandmother.
Right, well, yeah, I know. I mean, I can think of hugging. I mean, I don't know what else.
Well, think of how it would be different if it was your grandmother versus your girlfriend. Go for
I like
it,
to
you
think
can
we
do
could
it.
hug and maybe kiss, but I don't. So I didn't know exactly how to react when they say kiss her as you would a girlfriend, because I've never been in that situation before. I'd like to think I could be romantic, but I don't know if I could. She's not responding.
Give us the most passionate kiss you can think of.
Okay.
Okay? That's your most passionate kiss? Try one more time.
Okay.
With the most gusto you've got.
Gusto.
Yes.
Arrgh. I'm very sensitive about my personal space, and just the idea of kissing romantically, it's kind of overwhelming.
Great.
Hi, Molly.
That's how you greet your girlfriend?
Well, I don't really have a girlfriend. Kissing the mannequin as if she were my girlfriend was an uncomfortable experience because that's a piece of happiness I've never experienced in my own life.
I'm showing you 3 ink blots. I want to know what you see in the ink blots. What first comes to your mind?
A girl.
Butterfly. No, a face.
I think it's really coming to mind.
Don't think, just put it out there. First thing that comes to
But nothing
mind.
has come to mind.
A tree.
I'm not really seeing anything in that one.
2 girls.
It looks like a bunch of turtles.
It's weird. It's just not like anything I've ever seen.
A girl's lips. By that point in the social experiment, I definitely had beauty on the brain.
It was great to meet you. Thank you. You made it through.
Maybe. This test proved to me that I actually belong on Beauty and the Geek. Bye, Molly. I don't know what help I need. Maybe I'm too repressed.
Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine.
When I walked in, I saw the teacher just sitting there. I felt like I was in first grade, and he was my first grade teacher. I thought, oh, this will be easy.
I'd like you to name for me in alphabetical order as many countries as you can, starting with A.
Alabama.
Asia. Europe. Is that a country?
You can see the Caribbeans.
Arkansas.
Keep going. B.
Boston. The subjects that I hated in high school were probably algebra and math and geography or anything that had to do with having to sit there and study and learn.
I want you to tell me what these cards mean.
Reading between the lines.
Thank you.
Tricycle.
Okay, excellent.
Cycle.
Okay.
Recycle.
And this one, what does this mean?
I would say it's like there's, recycle, because recycle, reduce, reuse. But it's like, I don't know, it's also cycles.
Okay, thank you. You ready for the math problem?
Oh, okay, I
It's
guess.
right behind you on the blackboard, and there's chalk there so you can work out the math. Your favorite store is having a shoe sale. If you buy 4 pair that normally cost $475 a pair, but are now 15% off, how much will you spend?
When it comes to math, if I don't have a calculator in front of me, it's very difficult. I would have to take 15% away from $475. That would only be, I think, like $15.
Okay, 10% of that is...
The guy who created math, I mean, he obviously had nothing else to do that day because it's so boring.
$190 a pair, and then 15. Working at a bar, I've never needed to work with percentages.
$395 approximately. I'm not sure. If this is involving taxes, I can't do that.
I'd like you to read what's on the card for me.
Once the room of countries. The longest thing I've ever read is like a magazine article that was like maybe not even half a page long because I just hate reading. Obsequious.
Obsequious.
Whatever.
Psychophanic. Psychrophonatic.
I am a horrible, horrible reader, especially out loud, because when I read it to myself, I can just skip over those big words. The stir she had started was not flattering, but instead one of indignation.
Amongst the acolytes.
A callist of fashion.
No, I'm not a fan of IQ tests. I just would rather go around and thinking that I'm smart.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Well, congratulations on finishing the test and completing your first challenge. Shay and Joshua, would you step forward, please?
Good job, Shay.
I was like, oh my goodness, yes, I won. I'm so excited. You know, this is like the greatest thing in the world.
So Shay and Joshua, you got the lowest score on the test.
Oh my.
Learning that I got the lowest score, it sort of confirmed that I could actually gain something from being on Beauty and the Geek.
Oh my God. I was very much so disappointed. It kind of hurt my feelings, to be honest with you. I mean, all these years I thought I was kind of halfway at least smart, but I guess not.
Wow.
But in this case, it's actually a good thing because you're the winners of today's challenge.
Then they said we won the competition, and this was sort of surprising, because it's like, what?
This experiment is all about change, and because you got the lowest score, now we know you guys have the most to gain from this experiment, which is why you guys get to choose your own teammates.
Okay.
Okay.
And everyone else's.
What?
As soon as we announced who the winners were and they had to pick the teams, it was just like slap of reality.
Oh, holy hell.
I mean, having people's lives in your hands, trying to figure out what you actually want to do with the pairings, trying to figure this out, it's really the most power that I had to deal with. It's exciting and terrifying.
So Shay and Joshua, you guys get to choose your own teammates.
Okay.
Okay.
And everyone else's.
What?
I was now curious what Joshua and Shay would do. How are they going to work this? That's a lot of responsibility to lay on them.
So I will see you guys in 1 hour in front of the grand staircase for your decisions. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Do you want input from the rest of us, or not? Would you like that?
We're open to suggestions and bribes.
What I think is that the geeks should approach you, and the beauties should approach you, and then go over the rationale behind it.
So being asked to make the pairings is our prize for winning the first challenge, but it's also a curse.
I said I'd want to be your partner, but it's not that you don't have to pick me. I'd also be good with like Dave.
I want Tony. I just really think that he's really introverted, and I have a very outgoing personality. I feel like I can take him out of his shell a little bit. I was kind of going for Jesse, because I really felt that I could help him with his wardrobe.
So if you had a choice, exactly who would you want to be paired up with?
I'd say Holly. But I don't want to feel like
Right,
I'm pressuring you.
Oh, no, because you trust me, I have no pressure.
Josh, if I can just put my 2 cents in, I don't really care who you partner me up, but I really don't think I could help Jen out. I don't think we really get along very well. Jen just seems like she's like part of the athletic community, and I'm obviously not. So I personally have a very strong preference for Katie. Katie would make a good teammate because we get along very well.
Well, if you do have Will, I mean, I'll take Jesse. That's cool. And then,
I would be disappointed if Jasmine were my teammate. We would not be very good at communicating with each other, which I think is essential for a team.
First of all, so like, do you want us to be partners together or no?
Putting us together, since we have so much further to go, would put us at a disadvantage in every single challenge. Shay seems nice. I got nothing against her. It's just strategically, I didn't think we would be great together. If we would then survive to the end of the show and they were voting based on who improved the most, we'd have a good chance. But we have to get that far, and that's where I'd be worried.
Like, it sounds like you're worried already.
I am worried. We're temporarily at the bottom of our respective sections. That's why I'm worried.
Oh my goodness, Joshua needs the most help in this group, definitely, because wow, just wow.
I think we'd have a lot to go before we start winning challenges, and that's my concern. This is obviously what makes making the pairings interesting, is you can try to pair people who actually help each other, or you can try to make pairings that will be absolutely horrible and then try to increase your own chance of winning. It wasn't an easy thing to do at all.
Well, seems like we're just up the creek with no paddle at this point.
I really, really, truly hope that Shay and Joshua honor our decision-making, because if I don't end up with Luke, I'm gonna make this face.
Welcome, welcome everyone. It is now time to find out which beauties will be paired with which geeks.
Since there's like $250,000 up for grabs, this is pretty much the most power that I've ever had over anybody's life.
Shay and Joshua, what is the first team that you're gonna pick?
Well, we decided that since we were the underdogs and, you know, pretty much bottom of the food chain, that we were gonna be together.
We're gonna buck the odds and teach you all lessons.
Oh my gosh, Shay and Josh, I was like, are you kidding me? They were the lowest scoring. That was a big surprise.
Originally, I didn't think it would be good for me and Shay to be paired, but then I changed my mind when I realized that people won't necessarily see us as a threat. So even the teams that win the challenges may be less likely to put us up for elimination.
So now you know that goes against all conventional wisdom.
We both think we can learn so much from each other.
Right.
And we're both slightly stubborn, so we can handle each other.
Well, that's great. Congratulations. So who is the second team that you've decided to put together?
We're all really nervous because this is a pivotal point in our experience here.
We've decided to pair Amanda and with Amanda will be Tony.
Beautiful today.
So now, was there any reason you decided to put them together?
Amanda, like, first sight, was like, gotta have them.
Well, when I learned that there's a beautiful woman wanting me to be my partner, I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like, who would want, you know, me?
Well, you guys, come right up here. 2 teams down. So now who is the third team that you want to put together?
Well, our third team begins with Jasmine. Please step to the front. And we decided to pair Jasmine with David.
When I found out that Jasmine became my partner, I was suddenly worried.
When I first heard David was my partner, I was like, wait, who's David?
So was there any particular reason you decided to pair them together?
We didn't see them really interacting a lot, so why not?
Now, what do you guys think?
I think it's good. I think that we'll have fun.
I think it'll be interesting.
Okay, it'll be fun.
You guys can head upstairs.
I trusted in Joshua and Shay to match me with my preference, Katie. And it wasn't when Jasmine became my partner, I thought, oh dear Lord, I just screwed myself.
If there are any pairings that somehow slipped through the cracks that, you know, people told me they didn't want to be with this person and we accidentally paired them, which is quite possible, those teams might come at us. If it's more than one, we could be in trouble.
Okay, so who's the next team you're going to put together?
When I was standing there, I was nervous because I knew that for me, if I don't get the right person, it's just gonna make everything harder.
Now with Erin, please step to the line. And her partner will be Jessie.
When I heard Jesse was my partner, I was like, yay! Because he's so cute, and we need to grow his hair out because his mom's cutting his hair, and it is not okay.
Okay, who's the next group?
Well, let's start with Natalie.
And Natalie will be teamed with?
John.
Hey, Natalie. You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Natalie is my partner, and I think we're going to make a great team. Very difficult team to beat.
Okay, who's the next group?
If I got Holly or if I got Rebecca, I would probably just jump down for joy.
The next team we're gonna put together will be Jen, and William.
Hey. Wow.
Sorry, you're stuck with me. And the reason why we put these two together is because Will is kind of feisty. And so we needed somebody to tame him. So who better to do so than Jen? She's just real smooth, just like butter.
So I'm toast? Is that what's going on? I was both surprised and disappointed that Jen was my partner. I really wanted to be somebody else that was a little more outgoing.
Okay, so who's the next team?
The next team is Rebecca.
And who is Rebecca's partner?
Rebecca's partner is going to be Will.
I'm certainly happy with Rebecca as my partner. I told Joshua that I didn't have a preference, that whoever he and Shay came up with, I'd be satisfied with.
Okay, who is the next team?
The next team is Holly.
I'm a little nervous because Shay and Josh are turning everyone's fate, but at the same time, I think I have a pretty good idea. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be paired up with Holly. Actually, that'd be my first preference.
And Josh.
I'm really sad because I really felt like a connection with Luke and I felt comfort with him.
Luke and Katie, you want to step forward? So now, by default, you are the 9th team.
I'm very happy with Luke. I wanted somebody who was more outgoing and really fun. I couldn't wait to move into the bedroom and just kind of settle down, and I was just so excited.
Well, Shay and Joshua, great job putting the teams together. I know that was a lot of pressure. So now I'm sure everyone is very excited to kind of settle in, get to know their partners.
Yes.
Well, that's good. But before you go off and pick your rooms, there's one more thing that you should know. You are all here to take part in a social experiment. But this season, the experiment has evolved. For the first time in the history of Beauty and the Geek, one beauty will be a man, and one geek will be a woman. Ladies, gentlemen, allow me to introduce the 10th and final team. Wow.
Stay tuned for scenes from our all-new season of Beauty and the Geek. This season on Beauty and the Geek, the experiment has evolved.
Pretty isn't as pretty when it's paired with stupid.
Now, as the mansion welcomes one hot guy,
my favorite subjects in junior college were weight training and... I'm too sexy on my shirt.
And one geeky girl,
Is it Tupac or Tupac?
the game will never be the same.
He will be competing in challenges with the beauties, and she will be facing off against the guy geeks in their challenges.
They don't fit in with any of us here.
We'd been a target since the start.
This time, the challenges get bigger than ever.
You are now standing on an ancient Mayan ball court. Fashion, modeling, a catwalk at Comic-Con.
Hey-o! Hey-o!
Ooh, we're going to Mexico.
Oh dear Lord, I know nothing about rap music.
Pair me with a beauty, a caramel cutie.
For a shot at $250,000, our beauties and geeks will push themselves to the breaking point.
Oh my god, it's so big!
Yeah!
We're not here to just play a game. You know, we're here to learn.
You're frustrating.
You might have me on everything else, but when it comes to this subject, I think I might know just a little bit what I'm talking about.
You need to let it go.
I'm done. I'm done.
For years, they've tried to change on their own.
It amazes me that somebody that intelligent hasn't experienced the most simplest thing.
But when all is said and done, the best shot they have at transformation is each other.
If you just believe.
These people in here are real. The tears are real. The friendships are real.
I'm really afraid to open up. I'm getting myself hurt.
I feel I've changed in seriously every aspect of my life.
I've learned a lot from each one of them. They've taught me a little bit so far. I love them and thank you for everything.
It's amazing what happens here.
Beauty and the Geek. The experiment has evolved.